Tonight, Austin's Homeless Strategy Office is cutting ties with a nonprofit group that oversees 2 homeless shelters downtown.
Yeah, city leaders saying that staff at Urban Alchemy mishandled data. KVUE's Kelsey Sanchez spoke with the Homeless Strategy Officer. And Kelsey, you're getting some insight about what comes next.
That's right, Mark and Quita. The shelters Urban Alchemy runs are the Arch Shelter for Men and the 8th Street Women's Shelter. They've operated those since 2022 and 2023. Homeless Strategy Officer David Gray said although Urban Alchemy reported the issue to them a few weeks back, it was too large to keep them on board. The information that was mishandled goes into the Homeless Management Information System, which is a shared database the city and its providers use to track people who come into the shelters. It's meant to give city leaders and taxpayers money if the money that they're investing is making an impact. A spokesperson for Urban Alchemy says no clients or guests of the shelter were affected, but the city is still scrapping the contract with Urban Alchemy at the end of the month. And then another group called Endeavors, which runs the Marshalling Yard shelter, will then take over those downtown facilities under an emergency contract.
And the impact is that it didn't happen on their watch. We have an obligation to our taxpayers and to our clients to hold our vendors to a very high standard. So when misrepresentations like this happen, the only consequence is for us to allow the contract to end.
Because Urban Alchemy self-reported this issue, I asked Gray if the city will do more to catch issues in the future. He told me his office has rigorous standards, but they will start a new monitoring unit to add oversight to city contracts. In a statement, Urban Alchemy told us 5 people were fired as a result of this data problem. A spokesperson wrote, quote, "We hold our entire team to the highest possible standards and will never hesitate to take appropriate action when we fall short of those standards." And the company will review those misreported records and they'll submit those to the city in a quarterly update next month.